Yay. Here we go. Yay, I don't need that on, do I? It's dark. Oh, it's the lighting. Oh. Robin's on. Yay. Kathy and Judy and Maureen. Yay. Hey. I'm upstairs today. I'm a wreck.
Oh, you're good.
Look, I got that new set on.
Oh, that's pretty.
It's bigger than I thought, which I like. And look how big the earrings are. Hey, Robin. And look at the rings, my favorite, of course.
Oh
Is
yeah,
look
Oh,
at this.
yeah.
That's nice. Yay. Yeah, I'm hoping they have another meeting. Can you imagine the meeting that they had at corporate where they decided they weren't going to put anything new in the what's new? I thought they'd be like, hey, you know what? I've got a new idea. Let's not put anything new in the what's new. And because so
it's a waste of paper, really, now.
one of the other, yeah, but they'll come back with it because they do all this. What's new, what's old will be new again. They'll be like, oh, you know what? Let's do something revolutionary and put new stuff in the what's new. And they'll all congratulate each other. And anyway, I couldn't get these ahead, so I got them one as soon as I could. So I got to make my pictures. But I like them. I'm wearing them today. I got to go to the bunch of errands after this, including the
Yeah,
grocery.
the earrings aren't available on the site anymore.
Oh, I heard two different things, so you may want to check
I,
again.
I will
Some,
check again. I checked yesterday and they weren't available because the customer ordered them.
yeah, some people are finding that they are and they're not, so you may want to check again.
Mhm, mhm.
Anyway, even if this just the necklace and the ring, I like the ring. Hey Kim, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Awesome. I'm getting
I
ready
have
to
a
go.
prompting some seminar that's going on right now, something about business and things. They keep giving us
Oh,
stuff,
yes.
and
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
that
Oh, I
one
forgot
too.
that's
So,
now. I forgot
yep.
that's in conflict with this. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I think you get to listen to the replay if you want, or you could do
Yeah,
our replay, whichever you want. Yeah,
yeah.
because Cody's awesome. I
He
could
is.
probably,
I did the seminar this past weekend, this
oh,
Saturday.
good.
Yeah, so it was
Yeah,
awesome. Yeah.
because I could probably tell his stories by now. Yeah, the dog with the tennis ball story. Have you got that one yet?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I love
yes,
that one. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That
When
was
you go
good.
to a live one when he's doing that, he has tennis balls there.
And he
And
throws them
sometimes,
too.
yeah, he signs them and throws them out in the audience. So
That's
I
what he
never
did.
caught
But
one
guess
yet, but
Well, everybody who was virtual, well, everybody live got one on Saturday, and all of us who are virtual, we're going to get one in the mail live. I mean, we're going to get one in the mail, so they're sending us a tennis ball as well,
oh,
and
that's awesome.
it's some other gift or something else they gave everybody who was live that they're sending to everybody who was on the virtual.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yay. Yeah, I was just say I never caught one when I went to the live one, although I did kind of rough up a lady next to me trying.
Uh-oh. Well, you have your own balls now, so who cares?
Oh, hey Donna, how are you?
Oh, doing pretty good.
Are
They
you
changed
back?
my schedule at work, so I have to be in the office on Thursdays now. And
Oh,
then they had meetings at 1 o'clock, so that this was the first week I could come, but I just take an extended lunch hour and come sit in my car.
well, we'll try to give you an extra heap and help and a smut because we're all about the smut.
Yeah. Well, I've been able to watch the replays, so
Oh,
you
so
know,
you're up on
I
all the
didn't miss
smut
out
anyway.
totally. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But
I'm headed to Yonkers in the morning. You'll be happy to know. So
oh, good.
yeah, nothing like that. Anyway,
Did you get a lot of snow there at your
um,
place?
we actually got let's see, about another 5 inches. We had some on the ground.
Oh, wow.
It's a lot of it melted though, because it got above 32. I think it was like 35 last night, and it was raining, which knocks it down some. So those
Yeah.
pictures I posted yesterday was with it up there, and then now it's knocked down some already. The only I leave at like 3 in the morning tomorrow to go to Yonkers to avoid the traffic and get a parking spot. who knew my whole life would revolve around a parking spot? But anyway, it's supposed to be 35 when I leave in the morning, which is perfect because I do not like ice. I am
So
not
it's
good
all,
on
it's
ice.
all dug out. You don't have to, it's just ice now, not snow. Well, ice is not good, but
Ice is
Well,
fine.
if it melts enough to get some on the road, then it freezes, that's a problem. Or if it's drizzling and the ground is below freezing, that's a problem. So I mean, there's all these little nuances, but if it's just 35 straight up without anything happening, I'm good all day long. That's just a regular drive after that. So
you're just going for the weekend or?
I usually go till Sunday. So I go Friday morning, come back Sunday, like mid-morning.
Mm.
So yeah, I
Mm.
like to get back on Sunday before it gets dark.
How
Not
long
that
of a
it
drive
matters,
is
I'm
it
going
for
down in
you?
the dark. It's about 4.5 hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
But if depends, it's taken me as long as 6. Not at this end, right? But once I get close, he's about less than 20 miles from the border of Connecticut. So I take
Oh.
the Merritt Parkway all the way to the end till it all goes over the border. That's the part where it gets all messy is when because that's right there. You know what? He's laughing, but I missed a bunch of stuff. I don't know. He said you were so busy raising the kid you didn't you and I wasn't watching the news. That's a whole go giver thing. We don't even pay attention to the news. But they renamed the Tappan Zee Bridge when I wasn't paying attention. The Tappan Zee Bridge is like this huge, big, iconic thing that's been named the Tappan
Yeah.
Zee ever since I don't even know. I knew
What do
they
they
were
call it now?
What do
doing
they
it,
call it now?
Mario Cuomo Bridge.
Oh, yeah, it was a
Right.
Tappan
That's
Zee when
right.
I used to live on Long Island.
Yeah,
I
the
remember
Tappan
that.
Zee. Yeah, and you know how everybody it was a big thing. It's a big thing. And I thought I didn't realize that happened until at the end of the Merritt, there's the thing to go up that way. I think it's 287 or 284, 284. And I said, what, what's that bridge? The only one I know up there that's a big bridge like that is the Tappan Zee. And he's like, that's it. It got changed. I'm like, what? I didn't even know they would do that.
No,
So
neither.
nothing is forever.
Nope,
But
nope.
but that's
Mm.
awesome. So what I wanted to ask you is, um, who, this is going to seem like a weird one. Who was the last person you added to your contact manager? And how long ago was it? Oh, everybody's thinking. Go ahead, Maureen.
Kathy, 5 minutes ago.
Oh,
Yes,
awesome.
Maureen, 6 minutes ago.
Perfect.
Few
I
days
knew-
ago.
Yeah, I did a new Avon customer yesterday.
Awesome. That's awesome. So when you put her in, did you send her a card right away?
Yes.
Yes.
did.
Awesome.
I
Yeah,
actually
my,
sent a card to someone on the, I guess it's a properties list when they were she was trying to do a card, whatever that gift, everybody sends a card,
yeah.
for her father who's in his second treatment for cancer. So they added to my list and I sent him a card. And then I got a new customer and I sent them a card. So
Awesome.
I've done that. And then one of my customers, she hadn't bought in a long time, but I sent her a birthday card and it was a little late because I missed her birthday, but she celebrates all month. She posted it on Facebook and said she has the best Avon lady. And she showed her card.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh,
See,
that's sweet.
it's such a little thing that has such a big impact. It's funny. I mean, 25 years ago, nobody would have posted about getting a card because it was common. And now
Mhm.
it's like they all did us a favor. It's like, thank you for not doing anything, people. So the little bit we're doing looks great. It's like awesome. How about you, Judy? Are you in a place you can talk? I don't want to leave you out. Oh, she might just be listening. That could be. I don't have
I
my.
have a quick don't do story.
Okay, go right ahead.
You guys probably already know it, I'm sure. But so my neighbor took her grandkids to Disneyland. So I made her this great card of all her pictures and, she loved it. And she wanted me to send it to her kids. And so I said, no problem, But what I did was delete all the pictures from after I send it, her grandkids, I don't need them. So I'm thinking I declutter my space where all the photos are.
Yep.
And then you cannot resend the card if you don't have and I took them off my phone, of course, because I didn't
You
want to.
you can resend the
can.
card. It's in that customer's history.
Yes, I went to that and then I called the home office and she said that it wouldn't go through. And she said that was why, because I deleted them from the, where you upload. I had deleted
Yeah.
them from the upload.
But
Oh,
that's not
Really?
true.
Wow.
You should
Oh.
call again because that's not true, Kathy. I do it
Oh.
all the time. I
Oh,
don't
then
keep
must
my
have been a
pictures there.
glitch then. Okay, well, good to
Yeah.
know. Good to know. Okay.
Yeah, so
I had her resend them to me and I sent it already, but that's good to know.
oh,
Hmm.
no, I do that all the time. I send old pictures that I
Oh.
don't have those pictures in my library and it goes through.
Okay.
Once you have it in the card, it doesn't get deleted no matter what you do with the library of pictures.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So is there a way to keep do you keep your library cleaner? I mean,
I delete them. I delete a lot of stuff all the
okay,
time. I
okay.
delete stuff all the time.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
I just leave
Yeah.
my photos in there. I'm bad.
I only keep them if I think I'm going to use them again. And then, so every day I send a bunch
Yeah.
the espionage ones you don't usually use more than once. So I delete all those. But
yeah.
yeah, either way, you know how to delete them, right, Robin? Yeah.
No, can you show me?
Yes, I'll show you. It's easy.
It does take up a lot of space when you're trying to find a picture and you have to scroll through all these other ones that you don't need.
Oh, what am I, what, share screen. It did, it gave me a choice I wasn't recognizing. Okay, here. And then we're going to do, I'm upstairs. That's what the send out cards. That's what the problem is here. I wish there was a way to just delete them all at once, but I haven't found that. Okay, log in. Yay. And I'll send you a card, Robin. How about that?
Okay.
That way we can put a picture in, but delete it afterward. Do you put anything good on Facebook we can go grab for you?
Yeah, I just had a lunch with Lisa Bird, her husband and her daughter
Oh,
in
that's right. I
Vegas, and
saw that.
she posted it on her site. I haven't been posting too many things, so I haven't had the time and I've been sick, so. But Lisa posted it.
There.
Yeah, it was nice seeing them.
So save image.
I didn't know you were in Vegas, Robin.
I was only there for like a day. We flew out Saturday morning. It's our Saturday night, met with Lisa them on Sunday, and Sunday evening I left. Ron is there for a conference. In fact,
Oh,
he's
nice.
flying back. He should be on a plane right now. He had
Oh,
a
okay.
conference. So since he had the hotel room, I just went down and spent the day, the weekend with him, watched the football game from the room, and all 4 football games actually.
So Lisa Bird is in your Avon downline.
Yes, she is.
Yes. So
Mm.
I'm gonna do a build your own. I'll do a flat card so you can put it on your fridge or on your desk or something.
Oh,
Since
nice.
she's a downline member.
Robin, I live in Henderson.
That's just right outside of Vegas, or?
It's like right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I can walk out my driveway and see a part of the strip, and then I go to my backyard and I can see a different part of the strip.
Oh, wow. How do you like it there?
I hate it here.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
God.
I know a few people that have moved there, but
the reason-
that's pretty strong.
But the reason I'm getting to the point where I really dislike it is because I don't have anybody here anymore. Everybody, my grandchildren, everybody is back in New York.
mine are all on the East Coast, and I'm here in California. My daughter lives in Southern California, and so they're like 6-7 hours to drive down there, but all the rest of my relatives are all
Yeah.
on the East Coast. Except the
Yeah.
2 boys. Anton just moved back in from graduation down in Arizona, And Nick will be leaving to go up to Oregon in March. They always come back though.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the
Yes.
card of yours. We're working on the flat card. And oh, you said put your photo here. I clicked on it and it brings up your photos. To get rid of any, you just hover on it and the little X.
Oh,
That's it.
well, that's super easy.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay,
That's it. That's it. Yeah, I don't
okay.
know if that does all of them. That would be something. No, that doesn't do all of them. All it did was hide the
Oh.
bar. I don't think there's a
Yeah.
way to do all of them all at once. Or I would, that wouldn't bother me because I have a bunch in there, but I use a lot of them over and over. Anyway, so
Mhm.
you know how, for anybody watching that doesn't, how you get a picture in it is upload your image. And then let's see here. Then you go to downloads or wherever you put it. And there's that one we just grabbed from Facebook. Okay, let me just oh, I gotta tell the kid, no, thank you. Oh, no, thank you. The kid says, do you want anything? Well, I'm going out. I don't want to not say anything right off because I'm trying to get him the habit of asking me. Have some, yeah, have some manners there, buddy. Anyway, so this is the front of the card, and on the back, we'll just put something. Oh, you know what I usually do, is do this, and then just put some flowers over here or something. Or to add some value, how about if I send you, this one's cute. This is, summer salad ideas. I think I can make
We'll
that
get
one
to
bigger.
summer soon enough, hopefully.
Summer salad ideas. Oh, love those smiles. Yay. And then Team Avon. There you go. And if you highlight it, then you can put it in a different font if you want, which that's my handwriting right there. And that's very cheap to get if you don't have that yet. Background, I usually shove something there, so it's kind of something. So here's the front, here's the back, and fast and dirty. Here we go. I was trying to think of, I'm not sure I could get an example, Kathy, to bring up a card that I know for sure the picture's not in there to send it to show you that that does work, but it does.
How about down in where our made cards stay? You know, that section where the ones we've already made and sent out, how they stay down there?
Yeah,
Could there be something in there that you could resend so you can show her? Do you know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
I
I
never know
do.
what they call it.
I do. And those would be ones that don't have the picture still in them. Yeah, let me see here. Let me just finish this one.
Maureen, have you ever been to that place that we're sitting in? It's called Squeeze In.
No, I don't usually go into Vegas.
Okay.
I don't go that far into Vegas, so very rarely do I go down there unless I have to.
Okay, so
I actually got out of Vegas without gambling once. Unusual for me, but I decided not to. I
so
decided
here's,
to save my money for the cruise that they just canceled on us yesterday.
oh no, when were
Yeah,
you leaving?
we were supposed to leave on the 6th of February. This was with Princess, and it was Anton's graduation present from college. And they canceled it.
Hmm.
That's my
So-
husband telling me he's back. I'll be right back.
So, Kathy, you just saw me delete this picture, right?
Yes.
So I'll click on it and resend it. I'll send it to you. This was, I just deleted it, so it's no longer in my library. This is to a guy, but I'll send it to you. Edit and save. So this picture is no longer in my library, and
Okay.
yet it's gonna let me send it. So either the lady on the phone didn't realize what I would do if I were you, when I get something unusual happen that I didn't expect, I get out of SendOutCards and go back in. If that doesn't
Mhm.
solve it and I still get the error, I go to another browser. So if I'm in Internet Explorer, I'll go to Chrome. If that doesn't solve it, I restart my laptop. And
Oh,
sometimes it's them,
okay.
sometimes it's them. But I wouldn't just take it for value that that's what that is, because
Oh,
it's
well,
letting me,
they change things kind of often, so,
not like that though, not this thing.
oh, okay.
Yeah, this is something.
Yes, he just landed. But yes, we were supposed to go to Rome, Italy, Greece. I mean, I was really looking forward to this cruise, and it's a maiden voyage for the Sun Princess, and apparently the boat's not ready yet. So they're
Oh.
canceling everybody, giving us 50% off of a future cruise and some other things that they're throwing in. That's gonna be a lot of upset people. I'm
Yeah.
not happy about it, but I mean, can't do anything about it.
Well, better than probably going and having it at a construction site or something.
Yeah, that's what
Or
Ron
sinking.
said. It's better be safe, and if it's not ready, it's not ready. So it's like, okay, now we have to figure out
Oh,
something
see, here you
else.
go. This is what you
Oh,
got.
mhm. Okay.
Failed
So
to
it's not sending it,
extend, failed to load.
huh?
Oh, something new.
Maybe they
Not
did
new,
change
but
something.
not, yeah, but I don't think so. Then what
No?
happens is, no, I don't. When did that happen to you, Kathy?
Just a couple days ago.
Right, so it's probably an error that they just haven't fixed yet. But
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think it
Is
is an ongoing
intentional.
thing that you
Okay,
can't
okay,
resend a card.
okay.
So it's
Okay.
probably, because I've run matter of fact, you know what was like that for quite a while is the front of the card when you went to you added a text block, it wasn't
Oh,
letting you
yeah.
move the text block around. And that was an error for probably a month. And they
Oh,
fixed
yeah.
it. It's
Yeah.
fixed again. Because not being able to send a card just because the picture's no longer in your library doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Because
because you just sent me one last time. Well, not last week, but the week before that. You resent me one of them that you had that had
from
the picture of all the
way back.
products. It was a thank you card that you were sending, but you sent it to me, and all you did was change the name and
Yes,
mailed it to me, and it worked. So
those
that was
weren't in my
just 2
thing,
weeks
right?
ago. Right.
Because too many people use that function, so it's just got to be a short-term error. So I would wait and try it again down the road, but what I wouldn't do is think that that's a permanent change.
Okay.
I would
That
go back
makes
and
sense.
keep trying it because
Okay.
with the did you know that one, Peg? Hi, Peg. Hi, Peg. Peg.
Hi, what was the question? I just got on.
We there's an error coming up. I know you're going to agree with me on this. Kathy went to send a card, and her picture that she used in the card was no longer in the pictures on the library, and she's getting an error message when she goes to resend that card to someone else. And when she called in, customer service said that that was why the error came up, because the pictures aren't still in the library. But that's not a change that they're going to keep.
I
That's an
legally
error.
represent you, so sent this below email in case they reached out.
Are you saying,
Does
Heather?
she, do you still have the photograph in your hard drive or on your computer somewhere?
Oh, right. She recreated the card. She already recreated and sent it.
Oh, and
Her question was, is that true that if you can't resend a card if you delete the photo? Because they're wondering how you have to save all those photos. And I said, no, that's not true. And it probably is like, remember that error we had where you couldn't move the text block on the front of the card? They
Right.
fixed that. So
Right.
sometimes there's something like this. This is a glitch, and
Right.
they'll eventually fix it, because that was never, all these years, 15 years, you didn't have to save your pictures in your library to resend a card.
Right.
So
Right.
that doesn't make sense that they change it to that. Yeah, some things do have to make sense in the
Yeah, the other thing you could do is call back to customer service and you might get a different person.
right. And we all know
Yeah,
that
I
from
do that
Avon
sometimes.
customer service, right? Right.
Well, but they are really good at trying to fix the problem when they become aware of one. And if
Right.
more people call with the same issue, they'll
They'll-
realize
They have a problem.
they
Yeah.
need to look at it.
Yeah,
Yeah, because your libraries could get way too big, especially with you guys been in it for years. Your library would be impossible.
right, right. And I've resent cards, I mean, forever, and had the pictures not be in my library. So it's just happens to be a bug right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes
So-
sense.
So don't
Thank
let
you.
that bother you. Yeah, the other one with the text blocks thing went on for quite a while, but every time I tried it again, and sure enough, like 2 weeks ago, it fixed it.
One day it was all fixed, yeah.
It was all fixed, and I love that because I use it all the time. I just sent. Oh, we were talking about before you got on, Peg and Heather and Penny. We were talking about who was the last person you added to your database, contact manager, and mine I hadn't said yet. Mine was Baron from the Go Giver Success Alliance yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Baron's a new guy. I private messaged him during our Zoom and said, "Hi, Baron, I don't think we know each other. Would you mind sharing your postal mailing address? Because sending cards is my thing, and I'd love to send you a card with your word of the year, your word theme." Because last week, Baron was on that call and gave us his word theme, which was rest. And I wrote them down in my notes, all everybody's. And I was doing those. So I got 3 addresses yesterday from people in the Go Giver Success Alliance that I didn't know yet. I didn't have their address for. It was Brenda Yoho. I can't believe that's her name. Yoho. Yoho? Yoho.
You
Oh,
didn't
that
have her address?
no, I do now.
I thought she's a client of yours.
A client of mine.
Aren't you doing book launch stuff with her?
Well, no, we were just messaging back and forth. She's not a client.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
No, she was just asking questions. No, but she had this thing of, yeah, squirrel. She had she had this thing in her book launch. She gave detailed step-by-step directions on how to leave an Amazon and review. Yeah, I saved that because that was we should have done that. That was very smart because a lot of people have had problems doing this, and this was step by step by step. I mean, you couldn't mess it up. It was so detailed. And she was
Go to
afraid it was
Amazon.com, AMAZ.
she was, but I mean, evidently that's necessary.
Yeah, right.
But it was awesome that she was doing that detailed. Heather says, "I'm driving but listening. Last contact I had was another realtor. Awesome. I recently switched jobs and had lunch with her. So took a selfie at lunch and sent her a card as a thank you." Perfect. Thank you,
Yay.
Heather. That's awesome. And I know you guys, we all are swimming the same race, I think, but I know you know how I feel about this already, but I always add other people regardless. I didn't say irregardless, regardless of whether I think I'm going to do business with them or not. So she's thinking the same thing, although the realtors are good about working with each other because you have a lister and a seller, you know what I mean? The person that listens, they both get a cut. But like Avon representatives, lots of times they won't appreciate a contact just because they're already selling Avon. They know they're not going to sell them anything. So they'll ignore the person. And
It's
you just
crazy.
don't
Yeah,
know.
there's enough.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, you just don't know. You don't know what the other person's interests are. You don't know the person. In my case, I've had people quit, stay out for 10 years, and I'm the one they remember and they come back to me when they weren't on my team to start with. But even taking that out of the equation, let's say you want to do something else like that book set. The only way that that worked, the view from the top, is because I knew 64 other senior executives and I went to them and said, "Hey, let's do this book together." If I had acted like that was bad all that time, they would have been like, "Who are you? What do you want?" You know what I mean? They
Right.
wouldn't have been willing to work with me. So I think every contact, now that you're on, Peg, let's as far as your networking prowess, what are your thoughts on, like, every person is valuable to cultivate? Is that true?
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
I it's like, can't we all just get along? the abundance mindset versus,
Right,
be kind to everyone. You never know what it's going to bring you,
yeah. And that, so it's more like, when we're adding people to the contact manager and sending them cards and wherever, keeping the relationships going, it's not necessarily with the point of selling them something in
Yeah.
mind.
Right.
It's just to build a relationship. It's just, like you wouldn't think of, like if you were just running into somebody that you wanted to have for a friend, you wouldn't be, well, there's got to be some point to this, or I'm not going to talk to them. You don't think that when you're talking about a friend.
Yeah, even if you send them 2 cards a year, one on their birthday, one like,
Christmas.
Valentine's Day is coming up. I don't know if you've reminded them of this, but I love my clients' cards is perfect for February with a big
Yeah,
heart and
the new Avon set I'm wearing.
there you go.
Oh, you know what? The ring is awesome. I love the ring. I'm gonna bring a bunch of rings to
Oh, that
Denver.
is nice.
Peg
Very
and I are
nice.
going to Denver.
We are going to Denver, and I got on to say hi, but I have to jump off. But I wanted to say I can't wait to see you in Denver. And Lisa printed out the autograph cards again, and we're gonna have those with us in Denver, getting people's autographs, which is fun.
I sent
Hi,
yours.
Ken. How are you?
So we do
I'm good,
autograph
I'm
cards
good.
on a big card. I sent yours already, Peg. I sent Scott one too.
Thank you.
I just grabbed the graphics for the event, put them on the front of the card, and then inside I wrote autographs. Peg doesn't need it. I do. So I have a blue marker with me, and it gives me something to say when I go up to somebody. I do not do that well. Peg's much better at that than I am. She
You're
can talk to
getting much better with practice. People are coming up to you now. Wait a minute, you're the lady with the blue hair. I want a picture.
Were
I
you
wanna
in the
take a
elevator when
picture.
that happened? Were you in the elevator when that happened in Salt Lake, or you weren't?
I was not, but
Oh, it was fun.
and I
Yeah.
have one thing more to say, and what was it? Oh shoot. Oh, I looked at your Yonkers post
Yeah.
and I answered it. So take a look at some point.
Oh, thank you.
Number
Yeah.
12.
You know I'm bonkers for Yonkers.
I'll meet you in Yonkers if you'll do number 12 with me.
Number 12. Okay. They had a lot of good stuff on that list. Yeah, that I
Number
didn't
12
know
is really
about.
good. Number
Yeah.
12 is really good. We'll have fun.
Now I
All right,
gotta
I'll
go
see
back.
you at BWI on our way to Denver. And
Okay.
there's no call tonight. No, there's a call tonight with Jeff. There's no call next Thursday with Jeff.
Yes, tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, a week from today we'll be in Denver. Because it's
And we won't
Thursday.
be doing cards that day. We'll be in the air.
That's correct. We won't be doing cards a week from today, and I'll post that in the group. A week from today, because we'll be going to Denver. And
We'll
by
be
the way,
in Denver?
anybody that wants to go to Denver with us, I can get you in free to this
What's
event.
in Denver? I forgot.
It's called Achieve Systems, and it's like a networking group, but on steroids. Okay, see you later, Peg.
Bye. Good to see
Bye.
everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
You know,
Uh,
Lisa,
Yeah.
when you said about the a lot of people don't want to put like the same business type people in their contacts. I had gotten the Square and I was having trouble with my Square, and I remembered that there was an Avon rep that was talking about it in one of the groups, and I private messaged him. Never spoke to him before, just I private messaged him, and he sent me step by step how to set up my Square, how to set up my inventory in my Square, and how to do all that stuff in my Square. And I thought that was very kind of him to do because he didn't have to, but he took his time and helped me. So I agree. Sometimes it's really good to have
Was it
some,
brownie kind?
yeah,
It was brownie kind. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And
No, that's this.
be-
And it doesn't. You don't even have to justify the content. You can just have people in there because they're
yeah,
people that were in your. They came into your world. That's justification enough. You don't even have to. You know what I mean? I think that's an issue with small business owners at least, is that they somehow think every person has to be leading to something. And then what happens is when you have that in your head, you're treating the person different, I think, than you would if you're just thinking of it as, oh, I know this person. And, that way you're trying to add value to them. This is a go-giver thing, by the way. I'm sure Kim
I was
goes,
just
yep,
getting ready to say that. I
Yeah.
was just getting ready to say that.
yeah. So if you turn it around to thinking, when I meet somebody like the guy Baron that I met on the thing, I wanted to send him, we all did our word themes for the year, and his was rest. So I Google searched the word rest, put it on that card with the frog, rest, because the card was, cute where the frog was resting, and then sent it to him. And I said on the back, I hope the card lets you keep your word in front of you throughout the year because you can take it around with you. So I was interested in making his acquaintance and getting his address so that I could send him that card because I thought he'd find that valuable. So I'm looking at trying to find something valuable to give them, not thinking, will he ever buy from me or will he ever want to use my service or whatever? He's not even in this country and he's a guy. So what are the odds are he's going to want Avon, right? But that's not why I'm making connections. I'm making connections to make connections, not to have some ending to it. Go ahead, Maureen.
Yeah.
See, and I printed mine.
Oh,
Just
nice.
sent it to myself, and
Tenacity.
it sits right here. And then on the back, it just says, "Earn the cruise to the Bahamas."
Nice. That's
And
awesome.
it's just, and I just print it. I send myself a lot of cards. I did this one. Sorry, don't mean the face. I did this one when we won the Stanley Cup.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I like that. That's nice.
Yeah, when
That's
we won the
awesome.
Stanley Cup.
Well, on
Because I
the
couldn't.
the word one, it was funny because we were doing that in the Go Giver, but if you remember, like a year ago, I did it as a post on Facebook, and a bunch of people put their word, and I slowly got everybody a card out with their word on it. That's how I did it back then. It says, if you put your word here, I'll send you a card. And I did it back then. And then on the Go Giver call, the Zoom, they said, let's do our word theme. And you just take 30 seconds and say your word and what it means to you. We'll just go around the whole Zoom. And there's like 30 of us. And immediately I'm like, oh, I'll send them all because I almost have everybody's address. There's only a few that I don't have. So not only did it give me a chance to send all them a card, which I'm doing one at a time, but it also gave me a chance to realize who I didn't have addresses for. And I could start working on that. So I got 3 of them yesterday. We did the word thing last week, and I had to sort through and see who I didn't have addresses for. And then I found, I think, 5 that I didn't have addresses for. I messaged all 5, but only 3 of them saw it or responded. So now my other choice is like I know one of them I'm already thinking about how I'm going to get hers. One of them is definitely on Facebook. I can go to her profile and see what city she lives in, and her name is different enough. I might be able to get it whitepages.com by searching her name and her city. The ones that have common names, that's tougher to do. The other choice would be asking somebody else in the group, or the other choice is just out and out ask her. I did message her on the sidebar, but lots of times there's so many messaging that they don't see it. So, but I'm slowly working on them one at a time. And I've probably got 95% of the cards already sent, and I'm just working on the ones I was missing. But it's just recognizing the opportunity to be of service, because having the card with your word on it is kind of awesome. So you can keep it around and go around with it and stuff. I sent myself my vision board too. You guys do the vision board thing? Oh, that
Not
was
yet.
fun.
Used to a long time ago.
I wasn't doing them either. And then the Avon region person or whatever, I don't do the title thing very much, but the person that emails me, she said she was talking about them doing the vision board, and then she mentioned they have templates in Canva. And I'm like, oh, ooh, that could make it easy. And I'm like, I might as well take the 20 minutes and do it. And she said the magic words. If it really pops out in her head, she might send you something. Well, I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I know, isn't that as a freebie? I'm gonna do it. You know what? That's prompted me to do other stuff. And then the one that I really regret not doing is that one. Do you remember each state had like some beauty video person or something? You had to make a short video about a beauty product, and then they took them guys all to Chicago or something. There was some big thing and hardly
Oh, the
anybody
Maven?
did it. What was it?
Was it the Mavens?
Yes, the beauty maven thing. Hardly
Yeah.
anybody entered, and it didn't even
Mhm.
have to be good because so few people entered. And then they took them on a free trip and got free training, and they kept sending them free products. So now when they come out with something, I'm like, you know what? Whatever it is, I might as well just go ahead and do it just in case it's something big. And the beauty maven thing, I even had somebody at corporate whisper in my ear, you're going to want to do this one, because she knew. And I still didn't do it.
Oh,
So
wow.
this time when stuff comes down the pike now, I'm like, oh, just do it. Just do it.
Listen to
So,
your inner voice.
right. So I went on Canva, and sure enough, it was about 20 minutes to do. And I sent it to myself on a flat card. I just got it yesterday. But that one has worked out good because I'll actually show you once I spend time doing something, I want to see what else I can do with it. So I actually made a reel of it, and it's not, oops, I gotta
Oh,
go to my
excuse
own
me.
reels. It's just a picture with music. So it's not like it's a video or anything, but it still did well, over 1,000, which I thought was unusual. This is it, 1,500, but this is it. That's it.
Nice.
So it's that only took me maybe another minute to do because I had to add the stars, add that sticker, put those words there and pick the music. And that's it. Now, why this helps me, the real thing is because once in a while you'll be one that has something to do with work. So like my biggest one is this one, and at 6,500 has my URL on it. And that
Yeah.
actually isn't a video
Yeah.
either. That was a screenshot of a post from that radio station. It
The
was just
real thing, is
yeah.
that a Facebook thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
So you know the thing about stories where you can have it go up in the thing and people see them that way, the story thing, but those
Yeah, yeah.
disappear. The stories
Yeah.
disappear, where the reels are like a library.
Oh.
So you have all of
Mhm.
these reels. Now, I put up a whole bunch of different kinds, like I had a bunch at Christmas with the products in it. But
And you had one with your Christmas tree ornaments. I thought that was
Yep.
pretty cool.
And you know what I found is when I put one up that hits big, I consider like 1,000 big. It'll even the ones that like this one was yesterday. Once I put this up and I had some people looking at it, these all started getting more hits too. So
Mm.
the more I put up, the others seem to get seen more too. So they go back and look at the other ones too. So it all helps. And I think it's the 80-20 rule where, you spend 80% doing stuff like me hugging Chewbacca, and then there's the 20% that are something to do with work. But because they're all looking at the one, they'll
Mhm.
see the other one. So it's the same kind of deal.
That
So,
happened with me, the one I posted about the princess.
oh,
And
I
now they're
like that.
looking at and they're looking at the other one. So I'm up to the skincare one is up to like 78.
Nice. That's
And
huge.
and the princess one is up to a little over 100.
Nice. And you know that one, the other one, some of you, I know Eunice was there, Maureen, I think. That other one, this one, we did this together on Tuesday,
Mhm.
on Team Time Tuesday, And it was fast and dirty. That was a fast one. Says 4 products for a quick face. We did that together. So that one actually was a post to start with. And I did actually took those pictures while we were on the Team Time Tuesday. Let me see if I can find it. Yonkers. Oh, yay. Okay, here we go. Where is it? Where is it? I guess I post too much, huh? Where is it? We did not, that was Tuesday. How did it get so far back? There's the reel. There's the sweepstakes. I did post the sweepstakes on the call, Team Time Tuesday. And right here is the post we did together on Team Time Tuesday. So I shared screen. I took the pictures while we were doing it. I put those makeup products on while we were on the Zoom, took the shots and made the post. And right after we got done, I did the reel. But all of it maybe was a 5-minute thing. So I think it doesn't necessarily have to be, I got to do more SendOutCards ones. Because I'm just getting into doing the reels. I think I got 80 of them up there, 80.
No way.
But it's just, I'm just putting anything. You know what I mean? And matter of fact, Ty's been helping me, Yonkers, because I'll be sitting there. I said to him, I forgot why, I don't know why we're talking about Star Wars. I think it came on TV. And I said, oh, something funny happened when I was out at Disneyland. I was with my buddy Erica, and I got behind because she's a lot taller than me, so she walks faster. I'm like a little shorty going in. And I said, I was walking, huffing and puffing, and all of a sudden somebody was holding my hand. I look up and it was Chewbacca. And I started hugging him, and she turned around and got that picture. And I said, oh, let me show it to you. And I'm showing him my phone. He said, that would make a reel. Do a reel about it, and then I'll look at it. And I'm like, perfect.
Ah.
So, because he knows how much I like to, double task there. So if I'm going to go to all the trouble to look the picture up, I might as well do something with it. And that was also about the Hamilton one, the one I did for the kid looking at Hamilton. He was saying to me, what have you come down to New York for before this? And I said, oh, we went to Broadway a bunch of times and saw stuff. I said, the kid was nuts for Hamilton for a while. And he said, do a reel about that. No, and show me the old pictures that way. So that's, I think when you're thinking about it all the time, it's easier to come up with stuff. What program did you use to make your princess one? Was that Snapchat?
That was Snapchat.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because they have some in that now. And it's, I think, what was it, like $3.99 for 10 of them or something?
I don't
Not
pay
bad.
for them.
Oh, okay.
I
But
didn't pay
some
for
they
that.
have free. Yeah, some they have free, some are pretty cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, I have
So-
a few of them that I did, but yesterday I was just in a mood. I was in my mood, and I was like, I looked through the phone and I was like, this would make a perfect reel. I wanted to be Queen. I wanted to put Queen, but when I looked up music, all I got was Queen. I didn't get any songs that had the word Queen in it.
Yeah.
So then I was like, well, I guess I have to be a princess. And I found that song that just repeats Princess Perfect, Princess Perfect. And the real is when you want to be a princess, but you realize you have laundry you need to fold.
I like that. That's cute.
And it was
I
just
like
me.
that. Your skincare one was the first one you put up, and that one went crazy.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is like 3 years ago, I put one up that I forgot I put. The Budweiser Clydesdales were here.
Oh, yeah.
They were in the grocery store parking lot. And I took a picture. I don't even know how I made it a reel because I didn't even know I knew how to make reels. And it's got over 7,000 views.
Do you know, sometimes too, I go in, this is a SendOutCards thing. I go in and see who commented on some of my stuff, and I'll do a screenshot and send it to them on a card and thank them for commenting. So it's just,
Oh.
if I run out of stuff to send cards about, because I'm doing 10 a day, if it kills you, me and everybody else. The 10 are going out. And if I can't think of who to 10 to send to, I'm like, well, wait a minute. I'll go look at my posts and pick a couple that have commented and thank them for commenting. I'll do that because I think that that's valuable too, because if they took the time to go to my page and commented on my stuff, that helps me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That helps me get other people looking at it. So,
Mhm.
and
The
just a
other
thing.
day, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Kathy.
Day I was in my network group and there's a couple of Mary Kay ladies in there. And so I told them your story about, I said, she's one of the top producers in Avon. And every time somebody buys something from her, no matter what it is, she sends them a card. And they were like, what? So hopefully they'll get the idea.
I just have to say this once though. Mary who? Oh, so sorry.
Got it. Mary Avon.
Who? Yeah. Oh, Eunice,
gave
it
me
says
a
my
good
dad is
idea.
driving up and down our driveway to break up the ice. Oh, it's not icy here. I'm glad it's not icy here, but you're probably just enough north of me to be icy, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
rained last night.
you guys don't have a salt throwing thing or know somebody or a sand throwing truck? No.
No, not unless I want to
Oh,
do it by hand and a shovel.
oh. Yeah, no, I got a guy I call for that. I'm like, oh, you gotta.
No, we do it ourselves.
Oh,
My
yeah,
father
no.
usually plows himself for himself, but the truck's broke down. So my brother, they got a tractor now that they
Oh,
use for bucket loader, back drag and stuff.
yeah, I didn't want to own all that equipment, so I just call a guy that owns all that equipment. Yeah.
Yeah, my brother
know-
can drive anything.
The winter before I left New York, this really rich guy bought this house, built this house up on a like almost up on a mountaintop in New York, and he had this really winding driveway, and he put in a heated driveway
Oh,
because I was driving
that's
by
nice.
it and it was snowing and there was like no snow on his driveway. And I said to my
Wow.
brother-in-law, I said, because I think he knew the guy or there was some story, but he's like, yeah, he put in a heated driveway. And I'm like, a heated driveway? Like I had
Wow.
never heard of that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Where in New
Yeah.
York did you live?
I lived in Saratoga Springs.
Saratoga Springs, okay. I used to live
30
in Binghamton.
Well, okay, 30 miles north of Albany is what I tell people.
Yeah.
I was actually closer to Canada than I was to New York City.
Got it.
Yeah. That's funny. People assume if it's New York, it's New York City, right?
I know,
that's
every
why-
time they
Yeah.
ask where I'm from, I say New York originally.
The city,
Oh, you
right?
lived in the city? No,
yeah.
no,
No.
the state, not the city.
I
No,
always tell them I
they
lived in
do
a
that
pretty
to
part.
me too, believe it or not. If I say New Hampshire, no idea. If I say New England, absolutely not. So I just said Boston. I live near Boston, right? Everybody
Yeah.
knows where Boston is. Heather wrote, give to give, not give to get. Absolutely. That is like the theme song at Send Out Cards. The joining theme song. And you know what? It does work out. That's what the Go-Giver thing is about. When you give to give, not give to get, it does work out because karma just isn't bad. Karma's good too. So if you're putting good out, you're getting good back. And it's not necessarily from the same person. And that's the way it works. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not to me, it's not a guessing thing. If you do good things out, good things happen to you back, and it's just the way it is. Go ahead, Maureen.
You know, when I was younger, when I was in my 20s, I'd hear people say when somebody passed away, the world was so much better with him or her in it. And in my 20s, I never got it. I was like, what do you mean the world's was better when they were in it? And I never got it. And over the last 4, 5, 6 years, I've started to get it. I've started to get what people mean when they say the world was a better place because of the joy that that person brought other people. But when I was younger, I was like, how does one person make, you know what I mean? It was like, it wasn't something I could comprehend until I started doing the send out cards. I started listening to you guys with the Go-Giver, and I started going there and I'm like, you know what? They're right. It takes one person to send that happiness in the world and to change perspective and
Well,
change
you
thinking.
know who benefits the most is the person themselves.
Yeah.
It's funny that way. You know
There's
what I
a
mean?
lot of things you don't understand when you're younger. And I do tell my kids that a lot, the older kids, when I'm saying something, I said, you know, you might not get it now, but trust me, when you're older and I'm not here, you'll understand what I was talking about.
Yeah.
And then by then you're wishing, I wish I had understood that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's
Yep.
it's funny now when I meet somebody that still has the attitude of they're not going to be nice to somebody unless there's something they're getting back out of that person.
Mhm.
I mean, you meet people like that all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
funny. I think to myself, that must be a sad way for them to live, not just the people around them, but them. Because most people in the world, you're just not gonna. I figure I'm actually repaying debts to all the people that stopped over time and helped me one way or the other. I mean, how many times in the Yugo did I break down and some guy randomly stopped and helped me push start it? I mean, that happened a lot. I mean, a lot of stuff like that. Somebody stopped, gave me gas one time.
Mhm.
Somebody stopped and jump started the Yugo one time. I mean, there was just a whole dozen things with just the Yugo. And at that time, they didn't take money from me. I didn't even have any to give. But later, I was able to help somebody else. So, I mean, it just all works itself out. I
Yeah, that
don't know.
happened
It
to me
does.
once, and I tried to give the guy some money, and he said, nope, he says, I just hope that someone would do that for my wife,
Yeah.
you know, if that happened.
Yeah. And I think that's the way of, I don't know, it's a good way to live yourself too. I mean, I felt good. He felt good, the guy that stopped to help me, that he did something, nice for someone that day. And I
Mhm.
felt good because I didn't have any money and I was so thankful that he stopped to help me. And luckily I've been able to help other people too along the way and
Mhm.
not take anything for it because I'm like, oh no, 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 somebody help me. And I definitely want to help you too. That's not a problem because they're probably in a fix just like I was. So,
And
but
what I've
anyway,
realized, especially with the Go Giver, if I keep that mindset, like when I earned Hawaii, and when I on my grind, if you will, when I think of it as doing a service for someone else and I'm just building relationships, it always goes better because lately I've been in the mindset of I got to get these sales up, I got to get these sales up, and it's not really. I mean, I've gotten some, but I've been in the wrong mindset, if you will. So I'm trying to get into the right mindset again of just doing, being a service and, I call it blessing someone else. Because I have a
yeah,
ministry as well.
mm,
So I just call it, blessing someone else. And so and that's one thing that I've learned from the send out cards is, to send a card for anything. So as I was thinking, and you mentioned someone mentioned Mary Kay. I thought about one of my customers who's a Mary Kay rep, consultant or whatever they call themselves, but they're at seminar. So she has all these pictures on Facebook that I can go on and
oh,
espionage. Is
perfect.
that what it's called? Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
perfect.
I'm gonna send her a card. So by the time she gets back from wherever they are, the card should be at her house.
Oh, they're in Dallas.
And just send her
If they're
congratulations
yeah, if
that
they're
way.
at the big shindig, it's Dallas.
Yeah, they are. And
Yeah,
she's got
yeah,
her
yeah.
new jacket. She just got a car.
Oh, yeah.
I think she's getting another car. But
Oh,
I could just
awesome.
go and do the espionage, and have the card, at her house by the time she gets home.
That's perfect because they do that. If you're in the Mary Kay universe and you're serious in any way, you're in Dallas right now.
Right.
That's absolutely true. Yeah, that's been
Right.
a tradition for them, I think, from the start. That
Yes.
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I
What a
gotta
great,
run.
So they're
great
like
way
a
to send
yearly
cards.
conference or something.
You have to go,
Bye,
Donna?
Donna.
Bye,
Yeah, I
Donna.
gotta go.
Hi, Dana.
Yeah, you know what it's like, Robin? I don't know if you it's like Jubilee for Tupperware. If you're in Tupperware, you're going to Florida for Jubilee. It's like nothing would stop you from going to Florida for Jubilee. Yeah, they have Mary Kay and Tupperware are the best ones for that. They all go. If they're serious, they're all there. And it's been a tradition for so long.
Yeah.
Ours, we never had that in our culture like that. We had a
Yeah.
few years, then didn't have it, then did have it. You know what I mean? And so that's just a hardcore thing. You're going to Dallas. If you're in Mary Kay and you're serious in any way, you're in Dallas. So that's a
Um,
perfect card example. Well, it's 2 o'clock already. I got to get going because I got things to do between now and 3 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, Lita, I'll
Yeah,
yes, you
come get it. I'm in a
do.
meeting right
I'll
now.
be
Okay.
I'll be
Have
thinking
a
of
good
y'all
time.
tomorrow.
All right, have
Thank
fun.
you.
Thank you. I
Bye.
appreciate you for spending the time with me. And if you need help in the meantime, just let me know and we can do a private Zoom together and I can help you with any issues, okay?
Thank
Thank you
you.
all.
Yeah.
Thank you. Enjoy
Bye.
your trip.
Bye.